the work can't all fall on you. And you're never going to hear that sermon from me where you're supposed to do all the relationship work. You've been doing all the relationship work up till now. And I'm often hesitant to say you need to lower your expectations some, because she will often say, hell, I did that 8 years ago. I lowered my expectations a long, long time ago. That's over and done with. But if those lower expectations are not coupled with the paradigm shift, you're still going to be miserable. The paradigm shift is you move from someday he'll get it. Someday he'll want to try harder and he'll be able to do better and I'll be happy again. We just haven't found the right combination to that lock yet. Ladies, that lock doesn't exist. There is no lock. From that to some of these things, if not most of these things, that cause me the most grief or might be unfixable. And there's going to be a few of them that definitely will be unfixable. And I'm trying to make a cat bark. I've been trying to make that cat bark for years now. And I'm driving myself crazy. And I've made myself sick, mentally and sometimes physically sick, desperate to get that cat to bark, and it won't bark. So how do I get it to bark? Not going to bark, ever. But in the case where you don't feel like you're getting anywhere, this is going to be a hard one. If you're going to have the mindset that he has to behave a certain way and say certain things and do certain things, or I can't be happy, you have laid your own trap. If he has to behave a certain way and say and do certain things, or avoid saying and doing certain things in order for you to be happy, you have given him too much power. And you have laid your own trap. Why would you give him that much power? That's like laying a pile of money out on the road, not wrapped up in wrappers, just loose $100 bills on the road and praying to God that the wind doesn't blow it away. Why would you put yourself at risk like that? You have no doubt lost hope. So many times you wouldn't be here if you had lost hope. Your expectations largely did not get met. Your attempts at saving the relationship, I mean, you did the best that you knew how to do, and I'm not faulting you one bit. Your heart was in the right place. But your effort to get him back into the relationship and to be emotionally reciprocal largely went nowhere. And there might have been times where it looked like he's changed in 2 weeks or so. By God, I think we've turned a corner, just to realize on week 3, no, right back to square one again. And so you have had the thought, justifiably so, I'm not about to get my hopes up again because my heart can't stand another letdown. I'm just not going to do it. And so you almost, as self-preservation, again, totally understandable, you've hit a state of hopelessness just to keep, that was your version of trying not to get re-injured. Not a bad plan. It's not uncommon for around this time of the progression of things for some NT wives to think that they're doing a lot of the work. So I would say if you would stop doing the work that you've been doing, and that's really kind of the point of this class, is you have been spinning your wheels too much and burn up a lot of time and energy and sanity getting little to no cooperation, we will say. So if you will stop doing the work that you've been doing and just do this new work, your workload will actually decrease, not increase. And plus, as you practice the new work, which is your assignments, the stuff you've been journaling about, it will become a new habit if you're consistent with it over time, and that's going to run on autopilot. So the old habits that you had, and I know your heart was in the right place. You didn't know what you were dealing with back in the day. But if you will just do the new work that we're discussing, you're actually going to cut your workload. A lot of times she says, well, if I engage in this healthy emotional detachment business, aren't I disconnecting emotionally and doing the same thing to him that he did to me? You're going to be the opposite of emotionally reciprocal now. You're going to be the one to keep the spouse at arm's length and like that. And you, being the nice lady that you are, and probably too nice sometimes, feel guilty. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. I'm detaching from him emotionally. Am I now doing the same thing to him that he's doing to me? So just know that if you have, I'm not accusing you of being a little on the codependent side, but if you're a little on the codependent side, and if you tend to feel guilty that, oh, does this mean that I'm now losing respect for him or losing love for him or falling out of love with him? Or just know that that comes with the territory. It's not uncommon. In fact, I would go so far as to say, expect to feel some guilt when you start to detach from him. We went into great detail about the difference between healthy detachment versus unhealthy.
Hey, quick message to neurotypical wives out there who may be suffering from Cassandra syndrome. Do you feel emotionally exhausted, lonely, confused, disconnected in your relationship? And have you found yourself wondering, why do I feel so alone even though I'm married? And how did I lose myself somewhere along the way? And will I ever feel like me again? Okay, if so, you're not alone. Most of the neurotypical partners I work with experience profound emotional deprivation that slowly erodes their sense of self-confidence and hope. Here's the good news though. Recovery is possible. I've created a recovery program that's now available as a self-paced online course. Originally offered as a live group, this program has helped participants understand the emotional deprivation they've experienced, make sense of the confusion and self-doubt, and begin rebuilding their sense of identity and emotional strength. Now you can go through the same material from the privacy and comfort of your own home and move through it at the pace that works best for you. Now, whether you're just beginning to understand what you've been experiencing or you've been searching for answers for years, this course will help you begin the journey back to yourself. You don't have to continue surviving on emotional crumbs. You deserve clarity, support, and you deserve to understand what's happened to you. And most importantly, you deserve to recover. The version of you that existed before confusion, exhaustion, and self-doubt is still there, and this course was created to help you find that part of yourself again. Enroll today, won't you? You don't have to wait for the next live group. Your healing can begin now. The link will be in the description area underneath this video and also pinned in the comments section.